Welcome to the show, everybody. Is this thing working? I gotta ask every time now because I'm not used to streaming. I think it's live. But we'll see in a second, hopefully. He was forced to delete anything, or was he too stupid to understand cause and effect? Well, we have an answer, actually. Cornbread Man, thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll get right into it in a second. Let me just double check everything now that we're live. Stream is here. We got this beautiful start screen, very professional stuff. You can see I upgraded it. I added a "or starting soon" on the start screen. You know, pretty good, pretty good. Microsoft Paint, man. All these years, it's still great. 1 second. All right, I got something pulled up for the chat. I got the stream going. Got some water. I even got a little Red Bull. It's a little late for Red Bull, but, you know, a sip here or there. That face. I know, I've seen something. I've seen the art on my alternative Twitter account, and I thought, that was a mistake. What have I done? That's the face of what I just explained. JK, by the way, there's no mistakes. It is all intended. Mtashed used to be a Genshin YouTuber. It's interesting. We'll get into it in just a second. I'm just kind of preparing for the show, you know. Yeah, exactly. Alex, what's good, man? It's been years. Well, technically it's been 6 days, but before that it's been years. I'm like scared to turn on the camera. I don't know why. I'm still getting used to having people in a live chat. It's fun though. It is fun. But I got to get used to it. Maybe a couple more shows and I'll be used to it again. Right now I'm still getting the hang of it. But yeah. Got to mute that. Hold on a second. Horrible timing. No, Red Bull actually does smell kind of weird. I do agree with you. I think it tastes good, but the smell is a little bit... There's something like... I don't think it smells bad, but it's kind of a weird smell. Oh, there's 3 videos on the channel now. I think when I checked earlier, he had 2 on there. The title made you click. Hey, it's working. Give me 1 second. I got to mute this thing so it doesn't go off again. I thought I had it muted, actually. I don't know what that's all about. Almost ready. I think that's going to be fine. I want to keep this here so I can look at the chat if I miss it. All right. Let's do the show. Oh, I'm going to turn the... I was going to say I'm going to turn the heat off. Literally right when I said that, the heat turned off, so we're good. How do I swap this over? I think we go like this. There we go. Wait, why is the background gone? Okay. Maybe we're not ready yet. Something is amiss. There's supposed to be a video on screen, but it's just black. Let's see here. Window capture. That's got to be that's got to be the right one. There we go. Okay, first, people were asking, why did he delete everything? He actually posted on Twitter why he deleted everything. But before we take a look at that, is everyone familiar with this guy, Mtashed? Let me pause the stream on the second monitor there. I scared it. I don't know, right? So, I'm not super familiar with Mtashed. I know he used to make Genshin Impact videos. And to his credit, he would get a lot of views. This guy was pulling millions of views on some of those videos. To be fair, it was also during the 2 things going on, like the heyday of Genshin Impact, and also it was in the middle of the pandemic. So a lot of those Genshin YouTubers, you know, they took off. It was a great time to be making Genshin content. So that's Mtashed. He made Genshin videos, then I think he made some other gacha videos, and like I said, I don't follow the guy too much, but I know that much of the lore. I thought he was cool with Techone, actually. I think him and Techone collabed a few times, and then, I don't know, maybe there was some beef there, and then they they squash the beef or something. I'm not sure, but I think maybe he also calls out Techone in this video. I'm not saying that's definitively the case because I don't know for sure, but he definitely calls out Asmongold. He might also be calling out Techone. And I think the reason I say I think he also called out Techone is because Techie made a response video too, so we'll see what that's about. Wait, what happened? The volume's gone? What do you mean? What happened? Volume check, what happened? Oh, you're asking about the story. I apologize. See, I'm still getting used to the stream. I see what happened. I think you're talking about the stream went down, but you're talking about like what happened between the people I was talking about. I should have realized. My bad, my bad. How does he go from making Genshin Impact videos to making a video about young men in the society getting influenced by Asmongold? Well, that's a great question. That's what I want to know. Because out of nowhere, I saw on YouTube, like, Mtashed video, what's wrong with, what's the original video? I can't even see the original video now because it's gone, that's right. But it was called, like, maybe we can see it in the Asmongold title, or, like, video when he pulls it up. Let's see here.
This guy made a hate post.
Okay, I'm just looking for the title right now. It was something like, we actually have it right here, I think. Well, the title's not here either, but this is his tweet initially to all of this. I'm not sure how much you can see on screen here, actually. I guess that's good enough. I don't know. It'll have to be good enough for now. I'll keep trying to make the stream better, but for now, this will have to do. So he made this tweet on May 14th about the video. And the video title, according to my recollection, was like, something, something, young men, something, something. I don't remember. He says this: young men are cooked because some of the most quote-unquote successful and famous people online influencing them are giving them terrible advice. Young men without role models are being indoctrinated and led astray by people that most of society would view as quote-unquote losers. If you bring this up, you are a weak, a cuck, a loser, or jealous. To be fair, there is an issue with young men not having role models, but I do think women also lack role models. I think that's generally an issue going on. But you can instantly see like the warning signs that this might be a weird video when you end the thing with saying like, if you bring this up, you're weak, a cuck, a loser, or jealous. That's kind of like, it kind of makes me think he's going to say some weird stuff in the video, right? Like, it seems like he's not going to tackle this topic very well. And spoiler alert, he probably didn't. He ended up deleting everything. And so here's the tweet of him deleting everything, and then we'll watch the video. With the caveat being, my original plan was to watch the video itself, but now that that's deleted, we'll just watch Asmon's reaction to the video. And, I guess that should work. I don't know if Asmon watched the whole video or not, but we'll find out. So let me check the chat really quick and be sure everyone's on the same page here. Oh, it was called Men Are Cooked. That was the title, Men Are Cooked. All right, young men are cooked, men are cooked. Thank you guys. He didn't. It was awful. Well, it's going to make it more entertaining for us at least. Why are there Tosh quotes in the chat right now? I mean, I guess we talked about Veilguard in the video earlier, but I didn't expect to see Tosh quotes, I have to say. He did watch the whole thing. All right, cool. Thank you, Flutter. Get a sip of water. Scared of the backlash, bro crashes out but can't keep it up. Ended up deleting, bro. Oh yeah, I'll read his reasoning for deleting stuff here. Okay. Excuse me. Let me change my seat here a little bit. Okay, so he says, and this is, I think, what, like 3-4 days after he made the video? End of an era. I privated all of my content because some of my Genshin videos get 1,000 to 2,000 views every single day, and I believe it keeps telling the algorithm that that's my primary content. Going to see what happens if I just start fresh. Experiment begins today, and showing a picture of all the videos gone. I don't know how much I believe of that. This kind of seems like, I don't want to say it's entirely a lie, but it seems odd, to say the least, to like put it as nicely as possible. The timing just doesn't add up. So you're telling me this guy's had his channel and all his Genshin content for 5 to 4 years, and then within days of him making a video going after Asmongold, suddenly he decides, I'm just going to delete everything? That's just weird. That's just weird timing. It's kind of a weird thing to do. And the timing is very sus. the only thing I could say about like a justified like reason for this is I think Techone did something similar recently. I think Techone said something like he was also, and again, Techone did this first. This was weeks ago. Weeks ago, Techone deleted a lot of his old videos, saying that some of these old videos were getting views still, and he thought it was hurting his channel. So Techone deleted a lot of old videos saying similar stuff, and he actually posted some analytics afterwards showing that it looked like it did actually help his channel. Now, I don't know if that's really what helped it or not. I don't know if that would apply to everybody, but that's what Techie showed. So perhaps Mtashed saw what Techone did, and he's kind of like doing something similar, but that doesn't explain the timing. It's still weird timing, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I think it's kind of sus. KG, seems like he got too high off his own ego, only to realize his opinions are not as important as he thought they were. Granted, people like Asmon and Techone should never be role models, but he was dumb. Massive crash out, Sean Stevenson. Too much of a coincidence, Dono. Lunk, bro got a molecule of criticism and crumbled instantly, LMAO. I guess we'll see. So yeah, that's the context into the video itself. And that takes us to Asmongold responding to the video. So let's see here. I'll pull this up, double check this. So before we begin the video, there is a caveat, same caveat I mentioned before. It's actually about the volume, which is funny because we just got a chat there talking about the volume being low. I did notice the stream I did 6 days ago, the volume on my end, like my microphone seemed low compared to the video I was reacting to. So I'd rather have my mic be a little bit louder than the video because it's my stream. If I sound lower than the video I'm watching, that's kind of silly when I'm supposed to be doing a stream. So hopefully my mic is going to be a little bit higher than the video, but like let me know if it is or isn't. And the second thing, you guys know I don't like wearing headphones. So if this is if my mic's picking up too much of the video, let me know, and I'll have to like sort stuff out a little bit. But let's play like the first 10-20 seconds of this and check how the audio is first, and then we'll hopefully be all good to keep on going.
The real reason why young men are cooked. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, probably.
I feel very sorry.
So this guy made a hate post.
Actually, I do already want to change something. I think it's going to look weird if the chat's on the chat. That's going to look, yeah, oh my gosh, that looks like it's hurt. It's like, what's it called? Like hurts your eyes. Hurts my eyes to see that. Let me move. I'll move hours down to the left, I guess, for now. Let's move that like right here for today. That's so confusing though, because now Asmon's chat's above me and my chat's above Asmon, but whatever. It'll have to do. I'm very low. Okay. It's a good question, actually, Eon. If the Genshin videos were causing the problem, why do you remove the Asmon video? I was thinking about that earlier. I forgot to bring that up. That is a good point.
Post about me on Twitter, and he had
Chaos. My bad. I called you Chow last time too. It's the damn femboy. Run for your lives. Which one, Asmongold or Mtashed? I don't know which one you're talking about. We got two. Video's louder than me. All right. So I'm gonna lower the video audio a little bit on the stream and maybe slightly on the video. Let's run it back. Let me know how it is now.
the real reason why young men are cooked. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, probably.
I feel very sorry.
So this guy made a hate post about me on Twitter, and
I'm going to raise it slightly. It's a little bit low for me.
He had a lot of replies that were calling him stupid.
Testing audio.
So it made him so angry that he's now made a YouTube video and also uploaded it onto Twitter.
Yeah. It's funny because he did keep the Twitter video, but he deleted the YouTube video of the same thing. Yeah, let me know how the audio is now. We'll see. I think this is pretty good for me. If it's good for you guys, that'll be perfect. But again, I want my mic to be a little louder than the video, so that's what we're going for. It's good.
Young men in the world.
He starts with
It's good.
Is
Are
he
you
Canadian?
sure? You sure? Sure. It's good. Wait, why is there Hearts of Iron 4 music in the background playing? what what's with the Hoi 4 music? Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna rewind it. Now we'll start without interruption. Here we go. Officially beginning. No, my mic's definitely not facing the wrong way. Thank you though. I don't even know how Chibi Doki would do that, but that's hilarious. Like talking to the other end of the mic.
The real.
All right. One more sip of water, then we begin for real.
The real reason why young men are cooked. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing probably.
I feel very sorry.
So this guy made a hate post about me on Twitter, and he had a lot of replies that were calling him stupid. So it made him so angry that he's now made a YouTube video and also uploaded it onto Twitter.
We gotta look for that really quick. Hold on. Where's that? Let's see here. Mtashed. I wonder if the hate tweet is still up here. Wait, oh my gosh, is this the one? He made, okay, so there's the first tweet. There's the second tweet. Is there any more than that? All right, I think that's it. So Asmongold responded to Polymarket. Mtashed responds to Asmongold out of nowhere, says, "It's crazy how much reach..." Well, Asmongold first said this. Sorry, it's a little bit laggy when I click. There we go. Polymarket said, "New analysis reveals female-dominated corporate roles are more vulnerable to AI automation than male roles." Asmongold says, "Too many fake jobs were invented to create artificial parity between men and women in the workforce. AI fixes this problem. Hopefully after this is over, women can go back to doing what they do best, being a mother or being a prostitute." Asmongold's words. But, you know, he might not be wrong, just saying. Maybe he's got a point. Mtashed didn't like this, though. He says, "It's crazy how much reach this mentally ill gamer has. It's crazy because if you point out how much of a loser the guy is, you get called jealous. Guy lives alone in filth with rotting teeth and roaches despite being a multi-generational wealth millionaire." So that's a weird take, right? Like, multi-generational wealth millionaire. Is he confusing Asmongold with Hassan? I don't think Asmongold is a multi-generational wealth millionaire. He'll probably talk about this in the video. But I'm pretty sure he built up his wealth on his own. So that's like a weird... The whole thing's already weird, of course. But then there was this. Someone said he got all his teeth fixed and his house cleaned. And then Mtashed says, "Guys, Asmongold cleaned his room and fixed his teeth. He let bleed and rot out of his mouth. He's a good mentally stable dude now." Yeah, it's always weird to me when a creator that has like no history of really doing commentary or like going after people out of nowhere starts going after people. It always makes me think, because I've seen this happen a lot over the years, and it always makes me think there's like more going on, right? Like there's more going on with that person. I've seen this happen before. I've seen people do this that are like that are YouTubers in a certain niche. Then out of nowhere they'll like go after someone, usually someone that Reddit dislikes. And like Mtashed, they just end up quitting or deleting everything shortly after. I don't know. It's like a weird thing that does happen from time to time. So that's the context, though. That happens, then Mtashed posts this video. All on May 14th, maybe the same day he actually made that video and posted it. So he was having a field day on May 14th, apparently. Now, I actually missed a donation. Let's read that and then get back to the video here now that we got all the context. I think I can pull it up on my phone. Let me double check. Yeah, it's not letting me pull it up on the phone for some reason. I'll have to scroll and chat on the computer. We actually got two. Or no, we got one. There we go. From Chaos Again. Chow pronounced Chow. Our creatures... Yeah, I know. Our creatures in Sonic Adventures. So you're somewhat close, but still far off with Chaos. Also, I'm referring to you as the femboy. Well, I don't know. Your eyes must be messed up. I got like a cool bandage, so... Femboys don't have cool bandages on their face. It's just a fact. But I appreciate the donation. And also the Chow reference is based, so. All right. Let's continue. Thank you guys for your patience. That's the context. Back at it.
Young men in the world.
He starts with, is he Canadian?
There's no way. Within seconds, Asmongold clocked. This dude is Canadian. That's just funny.
It's just really sad, isn't it? I mean, like, of course.
Within literal seconds.
Because I feel like they are genuinely being indoctrinated by some of the worst people possible.
The worst people.
Misogynistic, genuinely stupid people. Because they're successful, because they are popular, because they've got money, and unfortunately, if you speak up about this stuff, you are woke. You are a cuck. You are a loser. You are jealous. And even earlier today, I dunked on Asmongold for his post. There was a post.
You dunked on Asmongold, and it was you just looking weird on Twitter. I mean, come on, man. Come on.
He said, too many fake jobs were invented to create artificial parity between men and women in the workforce. So he's automatically arguing men and women are not equal. We essentially just
they're not
made up jobs.
Yeah, they're not. Like, what do you mean? How is that a hot take?
So that the women could play along and feel better.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That is exactly what I'm saying. I appreciate his honesty. Exactly.
And then says AI fixes this problem because it disproportionately is affecting women-led jobs and industry type things, saying that women are replaceable. And then he says, hopefully,
people are replaceable.
After all this is over, women can go back to what they do best, being a mother or being a prostitute. Insinuating that that is all women are good for, being...
No, they're good for a lot of other things. Just being the best at something doesn't mean you're good at everything. That you're not...
Oh, man, that's kind of wild.
Not good at other things, too. Why do you think OnlyFans is full of women? Why do you think all the strip clubs are full of women? Duh. Like, I mean, it's just true. And of course women are the best mothers because only women can be mothers. Obviously.
It is weird when you point out like stuff that women are historically like excel at. For some reason that's problematic. Like how do you turn into something like that? Like, hey, women are great mothers. And that's offensive somehow? Like, it's weird. It's just a weird thing.
Like, yeah, there's a massive...
You know, like I said, the whole prostitute part was him being a little bit, what's the word? Engagement baity for the sake of, like, trolling on Twitter a little bit. But there is a real conversation here. And there's definitely a weird response that people have when this stuff gets talked about.
Discrepancy. Like, this is just the way it is. I wonder what it must be like to be one of these people that's constantly at war with reality. Can you imagine that?
A mother or a prostitute. Now, my wife is an incredible mother. She is...
So I'm right. Okay, great. That's...
Oh my gosh. Let me read this donation really quick. That was actually hilarious though. So I'm right. Good job. Chow again. Wait, no, okay, sorry. Is it Chow or Chaos though? Now I'm confused. I don't even... I think it is Chaos. So Chaos says he didn't dunk Asmon. He put himself in the hoop and got tangled in the net on the way down. Yeah, and then he accidentally made Asmon's point right there. It's pretty hilarious.
It's amazing. All right.
Amazing with my children, and I'm so blessed that she is the mother of my children. But she's
so
also
good.
insanely smart. Works in a pharmacy.
Great.
And has so many talents
that's great.
To call her just a mother is a joke.
He didn't really do that though, did he?
And
I didn't say she's just... When did I say just...
Yeah, exactly. He didn't do that.
...a mother? I didn't even say this. Nobody's saying that's bad. Nobody thinks that.
How are you going to straw man an argument literally in the introduction of your video and get mad at that? Like, things happen, I can understand maybe making a slip up at some point in the video, but like, literally in the beginning, like, come on.
Oh my God.
To get this type of comment from Asmongold is embarrassing, and to accept that as the truth is embarrassing. And not enough
is embarrassing. So this is another appeal to consensus. This is I care. I do not derive my reality from my own evaluation. I derive my reality from other people's reaction. Unfortunate. Do you think it's a deliberate misunderstanding? I think he unironically got triggered and he wants to defend his wife. He thinks that I said his wife is only good for being a mother. I didn't say that. That's literally what I said. Being best at is a qualifying term. That means that it's not an all-encompassing word. That's why I used that term. Now, if you understood English, you would know that. But unfortunately, you got triggered, and so you had to make a video like this instead.
I don't even know, like, I don't even know why he'd ever take it as Asmongold insulting his wife. He didn't say anything about his wife ever. Like, that's so, like, it's so weird. Asmongold says something unrelated to the dude's wife. He projects it onto his own wife and gets mad about it. Like, I don't know. Yuki, thank you very much. Got a donation reading. Wait, isn't this that Destiny player that went crazy for Genshin? I didn't know that lore. He definitely did a lot of Genshin videos back in the day. Like I said in the intro, too, to his credit, a lot of those Genshin videos did really well. I don't know if he also did Destiny before that. I'm not sure. But I'd appreciate the donation.
Bro got Will Smith? Maybe.
Oh, man.
People will we'll talk about this. But
Yeah.
I talked about this. I dunked on him a little bit. I said, it is
You're actually, dude, are you really gonna crash? Let me move it up. You're really gonna get upset. It's crazy how much reach this.
crazy.
Hold on a second. Is Asmongold on the top left this whole time? Okay. I don't know. Like, now he moved himself behind my chat. I don't know. Should I leave it or, like, where could I even put it then? I can't put it anywhere. There's no... I'll have to leave it, I guess. I don't know. I'll put it, like, over here, I guess.
Crazy how much reach this mentally ill gamer has.
Why am I mentally ill?
Yeah, I was about to pause, too. Like, what? Why? Like, this terminology is ridiculous. You made a silly response. You didn't dunk on the guy. He's like, I dunked on Asmongold. No, you really didn't. And now he's just, like, insulting him. Like,
No.
he called him mentally ill, right?
It's crazy how much reach this mentally ill gamer has.
Why?
Yeah, what do you mean? He sounds more collected than you do. I don't even have an issue with Mtashed. Like, I have no history with this guy. It's just he's making really weird points. It's a very weird thing.
Why am I mentally ill? What makes me mentally ill? Because I think everybody else is mentally ill. See, I think I'm
That's got to be when Asmongold says something, like, as a joke, but he says it serious. Like, I don't know.
the only person that's not mentally ill.
I said that it is crazy because
gonna
if you
cry?
point out how much of a loser this guy is,
Yes.
you are called jealous. I am called jealous. People are dunking.
I didn't even, like, it's got even nothing to do with this. Like, I'm not even mad. Like, I just said something, like, it's true that, like, there's a lot of chicks that, like, they have these bullshit jobs. They do. They have bullshit PR, HR jobs, and they're worthless. And they're gonna get fucking replaced by AI. It's just a fact. It's the same as you had a bunch of fucking 60 and 70 IQ guys that the best that they could do was turn a bolt on a assembly line. And the moment they had a robot do that, these guys didn't go to another job. They didn't get retrained to run a fucking, you know, a space station. They just went on the street because they're morons. Like, I mean, this is the reality of life. And I understand, I can't imagine what it would be like to be a person like this that is constantly at war with reality.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm saying that a lot. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a very weird thing. In particular as well, because, like, Asmon's take is verifiably correct. Like, there have been extra positions created in various corporations specifically to bring more women on board, in which you could argue that it's, like, artificially creating these jobs, which goes back to saying that AI might end up replacing those jobs. Or, as we've seen before, they just get laid off and, like, it doesn't get replaced because the job really didn't need to be there to begin with. And there's evidence of this. So I don't know why Mtashed is getting all offended. I was about to say weird again. Instead of saying that again, I'll read the chats coming in. Thank you guys for the donos. Swords and starships recently became addicted to your channel. The Sun Orbiter coverage and Blue Sky stuff has got me. More Blue Sky stuff someday. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. Thank you. Actually, there was a couple Blue Sky videos I had lined up on my, like, list of topics, but I didn't end up getting to them. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to that. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But I'm glad you like them. And Toaster Boy, been a while, man. Well, I mean, I see you in the YouTube comments, but, you know, been a while since I saw you in a stream because I haven't streamed much in the last few years. This is the second one. First time catching you live. Hope your Monday is going well. So I guess I've never seen you in a live stream, actually. I'm just hallucinating now, but I'm glad you're in this one.
It
All
must
right.
be so unpleasant and so upsetting. So upsetting, in fact, that you make a YouTube video because you get ratioed in a tweet.
And then delete everything. And then delete everything like 3 to 4 days later.
That's pretty bad.
On me because I roasted this guy.
You roasted
The guy
me.
lives alone
I've been
in
roasted.
filth
Yes.
with rotting teeth, cockroaches, and despite being this
And despite all of that, I still have a better grasp on reality than you do.
Yeah, I was about to say, not to keep pausing. Like, we're going to be here forever. I don't want to keep pausing this much. But Mtashed, he said, like, the title of the video and stuff is like, what was it called again? Like, the issue with young men or something. And his argument is that young men need better role models, right? In what world is this what he thinks a good role model looks like? Oh, I dunked on him on Twitter. And he's like, I said he's living in filth. Like, bro, none of this is a good role model. Like, this isn't a good look. You're looking unhinged. My point is he ever going to make a cohesive argument in this whole video? I'm assuming eventually he will, but I don't know.
So what does that say about you? I don't see how this is a good argument at all.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Asmongold. We thought the same thing right there. Yeah, it's weird. Like, there's no argument yet.
It's just not.
generational wealth millionaire. This guy's probably worth 50 mil. I don't even know how much he's worth.
Wow.
It may be even 100 mil.
Wow.
He lives in such a disgusting hoarder-like.
I live in the same working class home that I've grown up in. I love this home. One day I might move. If I ever get a girlfriend and start a family, I'd buy a nice big house because I'd want my family to live in a nice house. This house is my life, but I'm not going to put my life on anybody else. I don't feel the need to express myself with lots of money. I know that I'm successful. I'm tremendously successful. I've been tremendously successful for over 10 years now, really. Yeah, I have a lot of money, but who cares? Really, who cares?
So I have to admit, maybe I made a mistake earlier. When he talked about generational wealth, I thought he was implying that Asmongold came from generational wealth. I guess maybe he's just saying like Asmongold now has generational wealth money, I guess. I don't know, honestly, I don't know. Maybe I took that wrong though.
Environment, or has for so long that it's hard not to question his sanity.
Yeah. It's hard not to question. So then this is the implication of me being mentally ill. Right.
And when you bring this up, it's like, well, you wish you had millions of dollars. Brothers, I wish that he didn't let the teeth rot from his mouth.
Why is that your business? Like, why are you thinking about bro's teeth like that?
I don't. My teeth rotting out of my mouth was the impulse that I had for streaming. So whenever I was like 26, maybe 25, something like that, I went to the dentist and they told me that I had to, it was like in order to get everything fixed, it was $50,000. I looked at how much money I was making on YouTube back then. I looked at how much money this would be, and I realized that I needed to make more money and I needed to dial things up. And a couple months later, I started streaming. And because of that, I built myself into where I was today. Now, if that never happened to me, maybe I would have been more comfortable doing something that was more low-key. But in order for it's a fantasy that a lot of people have, that they can edit out all of the negatives in their lives and then the positives remain the same. I think that oftentimes the same fire that melts butter can also forge steel. And in negative experiences that people have, oftentimes those negative experiences help make them into a stronger person better than positive experiences. So that's the reason why I talked about it the way that I did, and I'm so open about it. It's because I want to normalize being able to discuss these kinds of things and being honest and direct about who you are, where you came from, and not living based off of a perception of other people. Not basing your self-worth around the way that you look, not basing your self-worth around the way that people approve of you or anything else. I think that there are a lot of people that have made huge mistakes in their life, and those mistakes were the impetus for them to improve their life. And there were other people who made huge mistakes and then they just died or their life got worse. And ultimately, to a certain extent, I think that's natural selection. And I think that it's important to acknowledge that and to highlight and elevate people who avoided being selected. And I try my best to avoid that myself. So it's just really that simple. I don't know. Yeah, that's why it happened.
So that's obviously based and respectable. Not much else I can add on that one. Let's see what Mtashed says next.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
I guess since I paused anyways, it's a good time to read this though. Thank you, Yuria the Witch. Shout out to my favorite femboy VTuber. I can't keep making the same joke. What am I gonna say again? Oh, is he talking about Asmongold or Mtashed? Like, I don't know if I keep dodging accusations, man. I'm gonna run out of deflections. I appreciate it. Love the little smile this avatar always has, and the Astolfo lip fang. I wish I could ruffle that fluffy hair. Keep up the fair and honest content, hero. Thank you. You are too kind. I do appreciate it. All right, let's keep going with this. Here we go.
To the point that he would need surgery or to get his teeth fixed.
I have a follow-up
How is that an insult though? Yeah, I don't understand. Like,
appointment this month, by the way.
I mean, like, it's an insult technically, but I guess I'm saying, like, I don't understand how that's supposed to make Mtashed look good and make Asmongold look bad. Like, hey, your teeth needed work. Okay. How are you proving that you're a good role model?
Wish he didn't have cockroaches and rats infesting his house.
This is just getting ridiculous. I feel like I'm reading, like, Reddit gaming circle jerk comments. Like, Mtashed's whole argument so far is literally what you would find in, like, a thread on gaming circle jerk where they're talking about Asmongold. It's the same stuff. It's literally the same stuff. They never address the points. They just like, oh, bleeding gums. Oh, Asmongold or whatever. Oh, that's the guy who used a rat for an alarm. Or they'll talk about, like, stuff when Asmongold's clearly joking and then, like, act like that's his real point. And then they'll actually ignore the real point.
And yes, he might have cleaned it, but to get to the state that
he might have cleaned it. Okay.
He was in, he has to be so mentally ill.
You're right. I grew up in a house where my mom never really had a job, and we grew up in poverty. And my dad helped me out a bit, and he made sure that the lights stayed on, but that was about it. The reality is that there were massive holes in the house, and my mom wouldn't allow anybody to come out and fix the house because it would be condemned. So it was just bad spawn RNG, really. It was bad spawn RNG. And as I was growing up, obviously, I took almost all of my money and I reinvested it into improving things for her. That was really the other big reason why I started my YouTube channel, is because of her being sick. It's because I couldn't get a traditional job because I had to take care of her all the time. And as soon as I started making enough money, I immediately started investing it into the house and into improving her living situation. And the reason why her living situation wasn't better at the time that she passed away was because she wouldn't allow I wouldn't allow any contractors to come into the house and fix anything because she refused to get the COVID vaccine. And because she was immunocompromised and any COVID would instantly one-shot her, I viewed it to be the lesser of two evils to not take that risk with my mother's life. And that's the reason why I did it.
Dang.
It's actually very simple. I don't take pride living in garbage or not. It's simply something that I don't care about.
That's like the one thing so far that I do disagree with Asmon on. And look, it's not like I need to defend the guy from everything. I don't need to agree with him on every single point. You know, the like not caring about the environment, or not the environment, you know what I mean, like his room or whatever. But he did clean it, so I can't say whatever. How did he just put it? He's like, let me rewind. I don't want to misconstrue him.
I don't take pride living in garbage or not. It's simply something that I don't care about.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't care if I live in garbage. A little bit weird, but to his credit, like I said, he did massively clean that already. And it's nevertheless not a good point from Mtashed either. He has not made himself look like a good role model this entire time, so I don't know. So far, this is a really bad video from Mtashed.
So,
also, I will say, and I'm not going to get into detail, but like some of Asmon's upbringing is a little bit relatable, but I don't really like talking about personal stuff, so I'm not going to like go further into that. He had it worse, though. I'll say that. That's pretty crazy stuff.
It's just like every decision that I've made was not like, again, and also like I'm sure I've made mistakes in my life or something like that, but that's the actual truth of what it was.
I feel sorry for the guy. I am not jealous of Asmongold. I hope
Yeah, okay, you said that for the millionth time now.
that he can get help.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
This is the most patronizing, obnoxious, pretentious, like annoying thing that you can possibly say. Oh my god.
You know, I think you have a brain. If it doesn't make sense, then I think we're going to be
you have a
lost
brain.
no matter what.
Yeah.
But the amount of comments in here that are either defending the guy or calling me a loser.
Well, you are. I mean, you are a loser. You're a loser. You're going.
He's acting like one.
You failed as a YouTube creator, and also like. I mean,
oh damn, Asmon's going off now.
You're not a loser entirely. You have a wife and you have a kid, and I think that's incredible. I don't have.
Never mind. He's not going off. He's a little bit nice after all. I got to take that back instantly. Inspector, thank you. Love your content, man. Did you hear that Sony messed up the price for PS and Crunchyroll, lowers them for anime, and the Stellar Blade devs leave Sony? I'm actually not up to date with any of that news, really. I got to look into that. Sorry. I missed that one. I got to read into that. But I do appreciate the heads up. And, of course, also appreciate the dono. Yeah, huh.
Wife and a kid. And so I'm a loser in that regard. But as a creator, you are a loser. You're a failure.
Holy I mean, when you think about it, this is crazy. Because, like, the way this aged, Asmongold calls him out about his channel and his viewership declining over the years. And then what does dude do days later? Deletes everything, says, oh, it's because the Genshin videos were still getting like 1,000 or 2,000 views, so I deleted everything. Maybe that'll help. Guys, here, quick question to you guys. What do you think the odds are that Mtashed makes like an apology tweet or something where he's like, hey, I thought about that video I made. That wasn't really a great video. Do you think there's any chance something like that's going to happen? Like, I feel like it's not a 0% chance. I don't know if you, I guess I'll need to finish watching this video before I really get a full read on the guy, but like, I do wonder. Get a sip of water and we'll keep going here. Never, not likely. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, not 0%, maybe like 5%. I don't know, 93%. He doubles. Yeah, he might double down. Wait, that would actually be the best case scenario in terms of entertainment value. If he made like another response to this, that would be good for entertainment purposes. I can't lie. It would be pretty hilarious if he like triples down on this.
And I can show you how you're a failure. So if you look at his graph that we looked at earlier, whenever your submarine graph looks like a submarine, whenever your subscriber graph looks like a submarine, that means that you're losing. That's the way it is. And that, listen, I mean, like you have up times and down times. Like that's the way it is. But you've clearly failed as a creator. I mean, it's just objective. Like, I mean, there's no like, it's not like it's a secret, okay? Great timing with Subnautica. Yeah, we're gonna play Subnautica 2 later on today.
By the way, we're gonna play Subnautica 2 in a minute, a bit later. Stalker 2 not being installed. That's rough, but yeah. Wait, hold on a second. What do we got here? Starfield. All right, Starfield, man.
I'm excited. I got the Dame down. I got the little. There's a little bundle.
We need to get Stellaris on there. Could you imagine if Asmon became a Paradox gamer? That would be crazy.
Get the first game too at the same time.
Frightening, because I know that these are the people that I'm worried about.
Oh my gosh, dude, just move on with the point. What the frick is this? He spends the entire like beginning and like almost middle part of the video now just, I'm worried about his teeth and his rube and blah blah blah. Like, dude, move on.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so patronizing. It's so pretentious. You're so obnoxious. No wonder nobody watches you. Why would anybody like you? You're so annoying. Like you're worried about these people. Why would you even talk? Why are you talking like this? Like it's so embarrassing.
It really
smug.
is.
Yes,
it really is.
Wow.
What makes it even more so is the fact that he had the audacity to say that this is going to be like, he made the implication this is a video that will like help young men. In what world, Mtashed, do you ever see that this video and these points are going to help young men? You haven't said anything of substance at all this entire time.
How sad.
These are the people that I know have been affected by this.
Oh God, he's doing the. Oh God. Oh no. Bless your heart.
And I want to segue away from Asmongold because, yes, he's successful. He has a lot of money,
Yes.
and that is appealing to young men. But there's another one that I want to talk about,
Right.
Clavicular. Now, Clavicular is a guy that is blowing up everywhere. Clavicular
So you're jealous of Clav too?
everywhere right now.
You're mad
And
about
I
Clav?
know that young men in junior high and high school, some of the content that they see from this guy is appealing. It's hard not to look at, a picture of this guy's place and be like, whoa, I want
In like 2 minutes, I'll move the chat back to the top left, it looks like. Just a heads up.
that.
Yeah.
And to look at his jawline or a video of him kissing women and being like, yeah, I want that as well. But you have to understand
What the
what
heck?
you are
Jesus.
actually looking at here.
What are you looking at?
Should you take life advice? Should you take looks maxing advice from someone?
Yes, because it worked. Should you take life advice from Clav? No, I don't think you should take accounting advice from Clav either. And you also shouldn't take drug advice from Clav. Well, you should. You should do whatever he's doing, do the opposite.
I was going to say, I'm not like a fan of the look maxing stuff and all the surgeries and this, that, and the third. I think it's simple. You have a good diet, you try to get good sleep, you work out. I'm not going to go into a whole discussion about this, but like, I don't have an issue with men doing certain like skincare routines. I think that could be fine. But some people, they like get too overboard with all of it. And it goes from being like, okay, you're trying to look Chad, but like you're obsessing so much, it's doing the opposite. But that's about all I'm going to say on that for now, unless it comes up again.
But very clearly, he has been able to do things to improve the way that he's seen by women. And I think that there's an advantage to that socially.
That is so unconfident in their own skin that they would take a hammer to their own face. I just want you to listen to what he says here.
When you wake
Unconfident in their own skin. This right here is the most beta maxed bitch boy, pussy ass, bitch made,
Dang.
embarrassing.
Hold on a sec. I am on YouTube. I wasn't thinking about that. I think we'll be okay. I don't think the bots are going to get mad. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Thing that you can possibly say. When a man goes to the gym to improve his physique, it's not because he's embarrassed about himself or he's insecure. It's
To be fair, there might be some, and that's honestly fine. I don't see why that would be a problem, even if that's the case.
because when he looks in the mirror, he's not satisfied because he wants to become a better person.
Yeah, there's also that too, of course. Yeah. There's a lot of reasons why people go to the gym. And I think they're probably all pretty good.
Like, this is something that even, you know, again, he wants to be more than what he is. That doesn't mean that you have some sort of like mental issue or something like that. Did he play Mixtape? I bet he loved it. He might have
Oh gosh, not the mixtape reference.
cried.
every single morning and you take a look in the mirror, you're 100% satisfied with every single thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, more or less.
This guy's brain is short-circuiting because he can't understand that Andrew is okay in his own skin. He doesn't care if he's the best-looking guy, the tallest guy, the strongest guy. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. And if he wants to change some things about himself, if he wants to go to the gym more or some of these things, he can.
Okay.
And he cannot. It's up to him what he wants to do. But at the end of the day, Andrew obviously does not care what he looks like and is confident in the person that he is. And this clavicular guy cannot accept that. He can't understand that.
I think it makes sense. You know, I used to think the same thing. Like, and the thing is that Clav is a young guy. As a young guy, like, I remember, like, there were a lot of embarrassing things that have happened to me. And as a young guy, they bother me a lot more than as an older guy. Andrew is becoming an unk. He is. And as you ascend into unk status or descend, depending on how you want to look at it, and he's about, I would say Mtashed is about the same age as I am, somewhere around there. We don't care about the way that we look anymore because we cared about the way that we looked maybe 10 years ago. So it doesn't matter anymore. You've already played that game. So, like, Clav is still playing in matchmaking. Meanwhile, Andrew is still in casual mode.
I mean, I disagree a little bit with it. I think there's plenty of guys in their 30s, 40s, 50s, till the day they die that care how they look. And depending on how they go about it, it can be fine, or maybe there could be some problems with it. But either way, I don't see how this is really, like, again, a strong point by Mtashed. It's just, this really feels like I'm just reading Reddit comments. Like, his points are just like Reddit takes. It's just weird.
Neither of them are wrong. They're not bad. Like, Clav isn't bad. He's not a bad person because he wants to improve the way that he looks. And Andrew isn't a bad person because he's confident in the way that he looks. It's just the way it is.
And young men are getting looks maxing advice. They're being told to smash their face in with a hammer.
You should ask yourself the question, why do you think so many people are resonating with Clav's message? And the reason why they're resonating with it is because it works. The reasonality is that through every single study, multiple psychological like data points prove this. There's even a term for it. It's called the halo effect. Being more attractive is like a charisma buff in real life. It is. Literally, in some cases, it is. So instead of attacking the messenger, why don't you attack the message? You can't do that because the message is, it's resolute. It's obvious. Yeah, it's bad to hit yourself in the face with a hammer. It's bad to take meth. Okay, sure. Let's, all right, now what? That's it, that was easy.
From someone that was kicked out of school, has admitted to doing meth.
Why was he kicked out of school? Kicked out 3 weeks because he found testosterone. He got kicked out for having testosterone. Who cares? Am I supposed to like view this as like a terrible thing? Who gives a fuck?
Admitted to doing methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to overshare too much, but I'll tell you guys this much. There was a period of like 2 weeks in high school, I just didn't go to school. Literally for like 2 weeks, I just didn't go. It's honestly a little bit justified, but I don't know. I don't regret it. I really don't. Like, whatever. I don't know.
I know plenty of people that have done meth.
All
so what?
Descriptions in
wait, I gotta dial back on that. I missed something. I zoned out for a second to look at the dono I got, and then I just heard like Asmon likes plenty of people do meth. So what? So let me rewind that for a second. Chow. If I was back in middle school and I saw idiots like Clav, I'd rather chug gasoline than ever want that lifestyle. I don't mind, like I said, if he's like inspiring people to go to the gym or whatever, it's fine. But like I said, I think sometimes it gets too extreme for sure with this stuff.
Admitted to doing methamphetamine.
Yeah. I know plenty of people that have done meth.
All
so what?
This has to be one of the times Asmongold is like dry humor, right? I honestly, I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Descriptions in all dictionary breakdowns of what a loser is.
Jesus.
Clavicular is a loser. I would never want this to be an idol of any person in my life.
I don't think that you should have idols. I think that you should look at people and take what you're getting out of that and then leave the rest. You should look at somebody like Donald Trump and you should admire his work ethic and how focused he is on constantly focusing on doing whatever he wants to do. You should be able to admire somebody like Elon Musk and say, this is impressive that you're able to, start this many companies and, have these companies be successful. That doesn't mean you have to agree with Elon having like 7 different baby mamas or having somebody else play his PoE2 account, right? Like, doesn't mean you have to agree with Donald Trump saying some, sexist thing 15 years ago. You should take what you want and leave the rest.
By the way, this is great advice for a lot of things. This is why I always like to go back to a lot of Bruce Lee's philosophy, because this is essentially one of the most famous things he said, right? It goes back to the whole, like, keep your cup half empty, like get rid of what's useless, keep what's useful. And that's back to how he made a lot of like his mixed martial arts styles. He would take things from certain styles and then make Jeet Kune Do based off it. And you can apply those principles to a lot of things in life.
Idols fundamentally, like, it's beta boy bitch behavior to have idols. You know who has idols? Like K-pop stans.
My son told me that he idolized or thought Clavicular was a smart person, a good person, was helping people. I would be very worried. I would be very concerned. But if I say that, I will get attacked by this guy's audience. And it's a weird...
How are we defining attack? Will they criticize you? Like, what do you mean? People use that really loosely.
contrast. It's a weird situation to be in, because if I warn you about the dangers of
Who are you to warn people though? Like, like Asmon said, it is obnoxious.
people like Andrew Tate, of Clavicular, of Asmongold, of these things, I am viewed as weak. I am viewed as woke or a loser, or I am a sheep. And it's frustrating.
The reason why people are attacking you is because you never engage with any of the substance of what's discussed, and you immediately resort to personal attacks with no actual reasoning behind it. You're having an emotional outburst. You're not having a disagreement. You're not discussing a topic. You are expressing yourself. And you have every right to express yourself. But that doesn't mean that people have to take it seriously.
And someone like myself wants to extend the olive branch, and I want to try to at least
The olive branch to who? Random young men? Like, what are you even saying here?
Extend the olive branch. You're calling me mentally ill? Like, what do you mean?
To Asmon? No, he's talking about like to young men, right? I think. I don't know.
No, you don't.
open your eyes to it. I am viewed as the problem. It's not the guy that lives in a roach-infested house. It is not the guy that took a hammer to his own face.
By the way, the hammer thing worked. So, like, how about that?
I don't even know anything about that. I thought he was making a joke about like surgery by like phrasing it like that. Honestly, I don't even know.
I mean, remember that? Like, it worked. So, like, I don't really know why, like, no, it doesn't. I think it does.
It is not the guy that has to pay women to spend time with him in his...
It's got to be a joke. Let me rephrase. That's ridiculous. There's no way. Like, I'm clearly missing context, but nevertheless.
Mansion because he's such an insufferable douchebag. It's me that's the problem. The tough thing is, even though I'm an arguably successful dude,
holy smokes,
I've got a wife, I've got kids, I've got beautiful relationships with my family and friends. I've retired at 33 years old.
That's not necessarily a dub, by the way. Retiring at 33, I don't know. A lot of people would see that as like not necessarily a great move.
Seated online and offline, I take care of myself pretty good. I'm not the most jacked guy out there, but there's a lot of things that I think would be role model worthy.
Oh gosh, dude. Oh my gosh.
For young men to look at.
But they're not.
You don't do it. This is literally like what's it called in the story? Like show don't tell, right? This is like the YouTube version of that, but like I don't know how would you phrase it? Like what would you even call this video? It's like so preachy. It's like all this I'm telling you how great I am and how bad they are and why you shouldn't listen to them. And it's like, dude, you make Genshin videos. What are you doing? Just go back to making gacha game videos. You were doing fine. Why are you all mad and weird right now? What the frick?
Not looking at, dude, this is so sad. Oh my god, this is so fucking... You got mogged by Clav over a fucking YouTube video. You got the roaches on you on Twitter. And you're still mad about Andrew Tate? What year is this? What's going on? Is envy maxing? It's just, what is wrong with you?
I was a father at 17 years old. I was scared out of my mind being a high school student who was about to have a baby and become a father, and I buckled down, I worked my ass off, and I took care of that boy.
Great, good job. I think that's really respectable. Good.
I am proud of the man that I am, but if I call
then
out...
why do you constantly need validation?
Yeah, it goes back to what I just said about the show don't tell thing. Roadkill VT. Guy literally used a hammer to fix his face. How can I honestly, like, without looking into that more, how could I just believe that, though? I can't even understand. I'm not gonna put any more time into that. Like, okay, sure.
These...
I am kind of curious now, though. I mean, I'm actually a little bit curious, but...
degenerates, I am viewed as weak. I am viewed as less than, because I might not have as many views online, and maybe my jawline isn't quite as sharp. And the unfortunate thing is when you argue with someone online or when you tell someone that they're wrong, in a lot of cases they dig in their heels and they double down.
Asmon's like piercing gaze right at Mtashed. It's like, yeah, huh? I wonder who's doing that.
Is that so? Oh. First time I'm hearing of this. Is that right? Okay. Continue.
They will dig in and be stubborn and fight it. And
Yes.
if I call these people out, it's a vicious circle. I probably
You're in
won't
it right
sway anyone.
You're in it right
Me
now.
talking about these
You're doing
things
it right
doesn't
now.
change anything,
Then why are you doing it?
because a lot of the people are just gonna say, I'm the sheep. I'm the sheep. I'm the woke one. And it's so frustrating. And kind of why I wanted to make this video is
Right.
Yeah, and then he deleted it 4 or 5 days later.
I am worried about young men,
Oh
not
my god. Yeah, right.
because they've been influenced by these people initially. It's because I don't know how to uninfluence them.
Oh my gosh. Why are you acting like I must be the one?
I don't know.
You don't like. What is this like? Is this like Moses? Like,
Yeah, it's exactly like what the frick is he? Why? Like what? Like I really quick. Let me actually just go to his channel. Let me just. Apparently there's 4 videos on his channel now, and we'll get right back to the video. I just got it. Okay, 3. What is Soulframe? He left this one from 5 months ago. What is Soulframe? 10 days ago, I tried the MMO Fair. Is it worth playing? And then 2 hours ago, some roguelike Minimo. Okay. I don't know. It's so weird to make a preachy video like this and then like delete it 3-4 days later.
I mean,
I mean, the whole thing's weird, obviously, but that's just another layer of the weirdness. You know what I mean?
Why won't the people listen to me? Why won't they understand me? I mean, also, like, having a kid at 17 was probably, again, like, it's good that you were able to have it turn out the right way, but I certainly wouldn't say that that's my best advice to people.
I would agree. It's very young to have a kid. I agree with Asmon that it's, respectable that he did his best, apparently, to make money and support the kid, obviously. But yeah, it's definitely young.
I feel like you probably shouldn't have a kid at 17. Like, I'm glad it worked out for him, but like, man, I feel like most people that I know that have kids at 17, it didn't work out for them.
How to get them to take the olive branch and actually accept the help.
Okay, let me give you some advice. Here's the reason why nobody will ever take your advice. It's because you are a patronizing, sanctimonious, pretentious asshole that thinks that you're better than other people because you have things that they don't have. You don't engage them on what they say, you engage them on who they are. And a lot of people on the internet, especially young men, don't want to be talked to that way. They've had to grow up the entire society to have that happen. That's the reason why you have people that aren't taking you seriously. It's because you don't take them seriously. You don't respect them. You don't feel anything to them other than the fact that you think that they should listen to you because you've created an arbitrary amount of criteria that ranks you above them. Why would somebody ever want to be treated that way?
Yeah, it's interesting. It comes off like he cares more about he cares more about like dragging these people down that he doesn't like Clav and Asmongold, than he does like actually care about the young men he wants to quote unquote influence or whatever. It doesn't really seem like he cares so much about that. He just wants to like pull people away from these other people. He's like mad that people listen to them. And then he's trying to say like, oh, I just care about you guys. And it's like, well, you don't seem like you really do.
People are just... It's just so sad. It really is. It's so sad.
Videos like this get made, a lot of bad faith arguments start happening.
Is that so?
Oh my gosh, the irony is insane. Dude, I don't even understand how he could say something like that and not realize what he's been doing this entire video. And at the very least, you would think like even if he says that during the editing process and the uploading process, like he'd listen back on this and be like, hold up a second. You'd think he'd have the self-awareness to realize that he's explaining what he's been doing Even if he didn't catch it in the moment, you think he'd catch it during the editing or something and think about it, but apparently not.
Is that bad faith? Oh wow, is bad faith arguments?
When I make this video, people start saying, well, a lot of these guys are just championing to be more healthy, to be stronger, to go to the gym. What's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
You're having an
You
argument
should
with
go to the
yourself now?
gym.
Okay.
It's great for your stamina. It's great for your mental health. It might make you feel more confident. You're going to be strong. And in some cases, you might be able to work a job that you otherwise couldn't. Whether it's construction or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you need an initial bit of strength.
Hold on a second. Didn't he start this video by getting upset at Asmongold pointing out like different jobs between male and female and stuff like that? And now he's making this argument
To make it in this world. I am not arguing against that. But
Jesus, bro, like, listen to that again. Like, God, bro, like, you need to go back to Genshin. He could be a voice actor for Genshin Impact. For
No. See, definitely the worst take Asmon has made so far. Last thing we need is more English VAs like this. But I think the first part was fine. Yeah, you should have stuck with the Genshin videos or Gotcha videos. That would be fine. But definitely don't need him as a VA. Keep him out of the VA industry.
the female characters. Listen to that
At
again.
the same time, maybe he should join the VA industry. Go ahead and join SAG. I'm sure this guy would be a great asset to them.
world. I am not arguing against that.
Oh my god. You know, the Paimon voice actress quit or something like that. Maybe he can replace her. That's cute.
I don't. She didn't quit. I'm pretty sure she got fired. She had it coming, a long time coming. Or wait, no. She said that she stepped down, if I recall. But you know, big X to doubt. But maybe she did. Maybe she did. Either way, that's over.
It's really cute.
But you also don't need to hate women while doing it. You don't need to be misogynistic while doing it. You might want to look better. That's fine. Get a haircut, shave, or don't
What is this?
shave. You know, do things that make you feel confident, good about yourself.
Yeah.
But if you then ask a woman out and she declines you, don't hate the woman and become this incel.
Oh my gosh.
And that's the
Yeah, he should be an English VA. I do. Yeah, he'd fit right in. I really do wonder. Like I said, I wonder if he was up for like 48 hours before making this video, and he spent the entire time on Reddit, and this is just like his mind, like after that.
Where is this coming from? Who is this? Like, who is he saying this to? What are you talking about? Like, if you knew anything about, if you're talking, I don't think Clav says that. Like, I don't think I've said the opposite. I just went on a rant about the opposite. What is this? Like, what does this even have to do with what's being discussed? This is really annoying. I know, but he's Canadian, so he can't help it.
problem is a lot of these content creators, they give you one piece of good advice and then there's a little bit of an incel comment. Here's a misogynistic comment. I'm just
He
gonna
provided no examples, by the way.
sprinkle that in as well, and that's where it gets lost. And that's where people kind of glaze over it and they don't realize that the stuff that they're getting fed is damaging them, and it is
I
damaging.
think he's right. I think that there's a lot of people who are not perfect, and because of their imperfections, their messages are compromised. And I think that's the danger of following a person rather than an idea.
It could be. I don't know. Like I said, he gave no examples, so it's hard for me to really say anything on that without an actual example.
Huge mistake to do that. Massive mistake to do that. And I think whether it's like even the Pope is imperfect. Even saints are imperfect. So it's like, you know, maybe if you're a religious guy, you know, maybe there are two people that were perfect. It's either Muhammad or Jesus, right? Depending on, you know, where your spawn point was, maybe. But listen, this amount of like this is the most impotent, like, just femme-coded rage that I've seen out of a guy in like years.
Femme-coded is crazy.
This is so bad.
Their kind of prospects in their future. When you see someone that's successful, it's hard not to idolize them in some way or question, well, if I'm not that successful and this guy is, he must be doing something right.
Well, yeah, he's doing something right, but there's other people that do things wrong. Jeff.
Well, it's two different things. There's a big difference between idolizing someone and like trying to learn from someone that you think is doing something good that you could pick something up off of. It's literally two different things.
Epstein was a multi-fucking millionaire. That doesn't mean that he was a good person. Like, Jesus Christ. My God, bro, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Dude, Asmongold. Look at Asmongold. He's like, he's losing the IQ in real time. We're almost done. I think there's like, what, 12 minutes left of this? Maybe there's, yeah, I was gonna say maybe it ends before then too, because he probably goes to the comments for a little bit there at the end.
And they are doing many things right, I'm sure.
You
don't get to that point if you're not successful.
Then think about
but
those
a lot of the
things.
most successful people out there are the most narcissistic and
Oh my God! Really, you really gotta go. You really gotta go this far. Is that it?
Why is he so like happy looking with himself and like in this random pause, this frame? Chow again, appreciate it. Parts of Canada wants to merge with the USA so they can get away from idiots like this guy. Oh man, Benjamin. Everyone loves and hates Asmongold because he is authentic to himself. He's happy and defies the expectations of the life or mindset of a millionaire. It's definitely entertaining.
Oh my God!
And like the way Asmon conducts himself, like the way he speaks, also is good. He has a good way of speaking.
It's really it's just so, bro, like.
And psychopathic and bad people.
Yeah.
I forget what he even left off on. Let me rewind like 10 seconds.
They are doing many things right, I'm sure.
You
don't get to that point if you're not successful.
Then think about
but
those
a lot of the
things.
most successful people out there are the most narcissistic and
Oh my God! Really, you really gotta go. You really gotta go this far. Is that it? Oh my God! It's really it's just so, bro, like.
And psychopathic and bad people.
Yeah.
Most billionaires exploit people. You can't make $1 billion without exploiting people.
Okay.
It's
That's nice.
What does this have to do with the argument?
impossible not to. Okay? And I think that though.
By the way, it absolutely is. It's just that you've reframed these definitions in a way that makes them favorable to you. Like, if you create a product that's very useful, and then a lot of people buy the product, and the amount of people buying the product to a certain degree exceeds $1 billion of revenue, that doesn't automatically mean that you've exploited somebody. You have to look at individual actions rather than just looking at different statuses and then categorizing them as good or bad.
Yeah, I mean, it also doesn't mean you're a billionaire, right? That's the company's revenue, but all this stuff is like more contextual. And again, a big problem with Mtashed this entire time is he hasn't provided a single like actual example of this stuff. He's just like doing this weird rant out of nowhere.
You're right that there are a lot of people who utilize third world slave labor and other types of unethical and immoral practices. That's absolutely true. But that's not something that's necessarily exclusive to billionaires. There's a lot of people that do it on small scales by underpaying illegal aliens to do housework for them. This is something that many people engage in, and I think it should be acknowledged that way.
The whole world is in this weird place where it's just
no way. Yeah, you don't say, huh?
Fighting. It is just, instead of me making this
dude,
world is in a weird place where it's just fighting.
He literally started. That's a crazy thing to say when he literally started this entire video by arguing on Twitter.com. That for anyone that missed it, that was the context. Like Asmongold responded to Polymarket, I think it was, just like talking about the news. Mtashed got offended, started going after Asmongold, and now he's saying this.
While you made a tweet, a hate farm a tweet on me.
Yep.
And then you made a follow-up tweet because you weren't getting the impressions that you wanted. You got so butthurt about it that now you've made an entire hate video about me. and you're condemning and commiserating about the reality that the world is full of hate.
Dude, it's literally like those people you see on Twitter who post like the most hateful thing or like literally advocating for violence as well. And then you click their profile and it's like hearts in the bio and it's like treat people well, you know, it's like that. Dono from DCV Titan, thank you. 1, complains that he's not considered successful even though he is, guys. 2, complains successful people are narcissistic. 3, nice self-report. Yeah, as we've seen, you know, he doesn't realize he's making a lot of contradictions throughout this this video, but he would probably say it doesn't apply to him, right? He's probably be like, oh, I'm talking about the billionaires or whatever, so.
This video and someone saying, you know what, maybe thanks for like kind of opening my eyes to this. Thanks for maybe shedding some light on this thing that you're worried about.
Yeah, dude, this was such an intellectual video. Like, I can't believe no one thought of any of this before. It's just crazy.
I am instantly viewed as a villain or
You are the victim. You are the victim. Everybody is out to get you. It's not fair. You did nothing wrong. You are living your truth.
I have this like
Oh man, you were oh my gosh. All right, let's not keep this paused. I was gonna say something, but never mind. Forget that. We'll just keep going.
agenda. The first comment that I had when I tweeted this
It's the tweet again. Holy fuck, man. Oh my god. I'm so glad I watched this. This is ridiculous.
about this. The first comment I had was about my political stance.
Oh, I just realized I never moved the chat, did I? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's my bad. I said I was gonna move it in 2 minutes, and that was like 30 minutes ago. Here we go.
The first comment that I got was what my beliefs were. And instead
Well, it seems like they were right. They clocked you pretty fast, huh? Got you mad? Yeah.
of talking about the problem, and
I was hoping he was gonna like show the tweet on screen so I could laugh at it, but he didn't.
Camera? It's just my tweet. It's a tweet that I made.
I mean, to clarify, he pulled up, I think, his tweet or something. Yeah, or no, he pulled up Asmon's tweet, but I was hoping he'd pull up the like random person he's mad at now.
Yeah.
talking about the problem,
The
and instead
camera?
of
It's just my tweet. It's a tweet that I made.
talking about my worry for young men and the influences that are out there,
You weren't doing it to. You were doing it to insult me. That's why you were doing it. You were doing it so you could degrade and insult me, and farm hate off of me. You weren't doing it because you wanted to help young men. You were doing it because you wanted to make me look bad.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it goes back to what I said earlier. He's spending a lot of time trying to drag people down. He has not actually done anything to raise young men up at all.
I don't know why so many people are so perniciously dishonest in this way. It's embarrassing. It really is. Like, I see people that do this, and it's just so embarrassing to watch this happen.
people are trying to suss out what my agenda is and what I gain from questioning bad behavior.
Sorry. That was so cringe. Oh yeah, internet police over here, going after bad behavior. Mtashed over here.
Questioning derogatory statements, misogynistic statements,
Yeah.
Racist statements.
Oh, he's reading my
And-
Twitter.
I always question this, and this is the last thing I'll say.
Thank God.
When
Thank
some
God.
of these guys open their mouth and they openly say something so rude, so misogynistic, so sexist, so homophobic, so many.
This video could have only been made by a Canadian. I don't know what's going on with y'all up there. Like, you guys have some of these simps up there. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. Like, I don't know how it happened.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on in Canada.
I don't.
Vlad, thank you for the donation. Didn't realize I wasn't watching live. It happens. What do you mean? This is live right now. What do you mean? Didn't realize I wasn't watching live? I'm confused. I don't know. I appreciate the donation.
Things. They say these things that are just genuinely, in some cases, hateful and hurtful.
Right. Oh, you got hurt by my...
By the way, this has been going on since the internet was created. I don't know what happened, man. people on the internet used to like not really care. Like, oh, you saw someone being rude on the internet. Yeah, they're trolling. Okay, we like that's what it is. Don't believe what you read on the internet. Don't believe what you see on the internet. Don't take everything super seriously. And people on the internet back then were happier. There wasn't all this weird stuff and like the grifts and the cringe and all that, right? But then something changed, and like now people hear something on the internet, they instantly believe it. They don't check it. They don't look into it. They get offended by everything. It's just such a weird change. It probably has to do with more people using it now, of course. Just like we see communities degrade when they become like, when they hit like, what's it called? Like the event horizon, so to speak. So maybe it's just that. I don't know. Chow. It's what happens when your blood type is maple.
Sweet.
I think, Chow, you said you're Canadian, right? I think you said.
Respond saying they're speaking the truth. They're speaking.
Can you believe it that there are people who agree with something that's bad in the world? Yeah, I can believe that. Damn, man. Bro. Already? You got the...
I'm not gonna lie, he looks kind of epic in this picture, though. If he had this expression when he was looking back at this video he made, we might see like a 180. He might make another video being like, you know what, guys? I went out, reflected on this for a while. It was a bad video. And I don't know. I don't think we're going to get that. We talked about that earlier. I mean, we'll see where this goes. Not today, obviously. We'll see what he ends up doing after he deleted like all his videos, except for 3 apparently. Well, 2 apparently, because one's from today, but you know what I mean.
Those gray hairs? Jesus, bro. Like, was Genshin really that bad?
It's all the dialogue they make you sit through. It'll age you a little bit.
Did Genshin really do that to you at 33? God damn. God, bro, like he's cortisol maxing. I know he's got to figure out. He got to watch some Clav videos and figure this out, man. He's stressed out. He is.
Facts.
They
say you're standing and said that with your full chest. It's kind of this.
I can't even lie, guys. I don't even know what he's talking about anymore.
This weird respect for it.
Yeah, it's people that agree with you, people that agree with them and not you. I know this. I don't know how this happened to you. I'm sure this is horrible. I think you can recover though.
But if I say those guys are losers, those guys are losers. Those guys. But if I say those guys are
just to clarify, I'm not rewinding it. This is Asmon rewinding it and laughing.
Losers. Those guys are a problem.
They're a problem.
It's not facts. It's not the truth.
He lives in Canada. I could see this guy applying for Sweet Baby Inc. He seems like he might fit in there too.
It's not facts.
I'm just a jealous hater. It's such an interesting thing, and it's very scary.
Thank God you
and
made
I
this
don't
video.
know how to change it. If you do,
it's very scary. It's scary
Oh
to
my
you that
gosh.
people don't like what you said. You watched
let me
the
know,
entire video.
because
I know.
I think that young men are cooked, and it's for
Young
reason.
men-
If they end up like this, if they all hypothetically ended up like you, Mtashed, they might be cooked. Probably, they probably be cooked.
That
I feel bad saying that. Like I'm not even like necessarily wanting to be mean to this guy. It's just such a weird. It's such a weird thing.
you tell them and you say it to their face, they're not going to listen. Thanks for watching, and
Wait.
A problem. It's not facts. It's not the truth.
It's not facts.
I'm just a jealous hater. It's such an interesting thing,
God,
and
bro,
it's very scary.
Thank God you
and
made
I
this
don't know
video.
how to change it. If you do,
It's very scary. It's scary to you that people don't like what you said. You
let
watched
me
the
know,
entire video.
because
I know.
I think that young
I know,
men
this was-
are cooked, and it's for
Young men
reasons
are
that
cooked.
if you tell them and you say it to their face, they're not going to listen. Thanks for watching, and
I don't even understand the closing statement. Like, you spent the whole video insulting people and talking about like why young men shouldn't listen to this guy and that guy, but you didn't make any like, you didn't really have anything of substance. So like, how can you possibly close the video like that? Like, if you tell them to your face, they're not going to listen. Like, dude, what did you do the whole video? Was you just complaining about stuff?
it's such an interesting thing,
God,
and
bro,
it's very scary.
Thank God you
and
made
I
this
don't know
video.
how to change it. If you do,
It's very scary. It's scary to you that people don't like what you said. You watched
let me
the
know,
entire video.
because
I know.
I think that young men are cooked, and it's for
Young men
reasons
are
that
cooked.
if you tell them and you say it to their face, they're not going to listen.
I don't even think that's true. For the record, I think that's actually not even that's not even accurate. I think a lot of young men don't like the positions they're in, and if you say like you're cooked, they'd probably be like, "Bro, you're right. That's why I'm doing something about it." So like, I don't even know what this guy's talking about. Nothing he said made sense at all. Not to make the same point again, but it really does seem like this guy stayed up for days and was just like browsing Reddit, and then like got freaking like brain rot and used a bunch of like Reddit talking points to make a video for some reason. Bizarre.
Thanks for watching, and sorry for this one. It's a little depressing. Bye-bye.
Wow. This was really something special.
Oh my gosh.
This was a truly special video. I don't even know what to say about it. His tactic works. His tweet about this video has positive replies. I'm sure it does. I'm sure he's going to have people that are happy that he did this and everything. Let me follow. Do not compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself. My first part of this channel, big respect to you. Thanks for talking up of this channel, watching Toss and Posting, the Toxic Gamer. I love you talking about what it takes. Out of the videos you've created, this is the best one. I love your videos. This is the best video you've ever made.
And what does it say when he ends up deleting this? Like, are we supposed to believe he really cares about this topic? And he stands by all this. He was even getting some nice comments on there, as you can see. So, like, how can he say that he cares about young men, and then, like, all the people that actually like this video, he's just going to delete it? I don't have much else to say about this. It's just confusing. It's confusing to try to understand this guy. But perhaps it's a failed endeavor to even try to. I don't know. It's just bizarre. Oh, my gosh, dude. We got like 4 minutes left of Asmongold commentary here. Got a donation from Intimidator first. Thank you, bro. I'm almost kind of losing my voice. I'm not used to speaking this much. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Hey, Hero, hey. Hope you had a good weekend. Just watched your recent video on Asmongold getting canceled again. The mixtape one for expressing his opinion. Thank you. Yeah, that actually worked out really nicely, having that video and then this stream. I'm glad that worked out. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for being a good example to young men. Well, that's great. That's amazing. I'm so happy. And so anyway, it could have been an email. It could have been a tweet. It was a tweet, but you didn't get the reactions that you wanted from it. I'll link you guys the video. He botted the comments. No, he's probably got plenty of Dumbo viewers that think this. That's fine. There's the video. And I look, man, you want to get upset about something that I said because you're getting defensive about your wife. I get it. It's not a big deal. You've had an emotion.
I honestly don't get that part either, because Asmongold never said anything about the guy's wife. It's weird for him to like take that all personal when it had nothing to do with him at all.
You're having an emotional moment. A lot of people have emotional moments. You're not special. Many people have had them before you, and you're just one of many. I've had emotional moments, if you can believe that. So it's really not that it's not that serious. You don't need to get that mad about it. But he's a Bungie stan too. Refresh the comments. Well, I don't need to like see people being mean to him. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, like, but yeah, it's embarrassing. Young men are bombarded with terrible information. So
the irony is palpable right there. Kaza, thank you. Great live stream here. Make sure you gargle with warm salt water for your voice. Strength and honor. Hey, strength and honor, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I'll try to remember your advice. Hopefully I don't forget.
This is the guy that made the video.
Probably will.
Wow. And got 600K. Young men are cooked. Oh, man. And so Asmongold, this is 3 tweets about me.
I like how Asmongold liked the video. He could have bookmarked it, but he's like, no, I like it. I'll give it a like.
Men have been disenfranchised. Bunch of young men are going to have very alone, wishing they could provide children, adolescents, hating women, being shitty dudes. There's nothing.
Okay, Asmon, hold on a second. You were like reading that like a song right there. Sounded like you're drunk. What did he actually say? I think a bunch of young men are going to end up very alone and wishing they could have wives and children, but spent their whole adolescence hating women and being shitty dudes.
Very alone, wishing they could provide children, adolescents, hating women, being shitty dudes. There's nothing about this. There's never any. The thing is that I have the problem that I have the most about this. Advice from White Knights will help.
Me saying yeah is to what Asmongold's getting at. I think he's going to say something about how this guy's just like dragging people down. He hasn't tried to build young men up at all, I'm assuming.
Nothing, just let the shitty people win. Good strat. Like, is this the beginning? Is this the beginning of a new crop for me to farm? Is this the sprouting of the first fruit inside of a vibrant field of harvest? I wonder what's going to happen. Because this guy, does he seem like the kind of person that can't admit they were wrong?
This is literally what we were talking about like an hour ago. It was like, do you guys think that he'll apologize like after he deleted everything? Or you think he's going to double down?
It's going to start paying rent? Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, a new retard has appeared. And I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't mail Karens.
I want to read this Techone thing. If Asmongold doesn't read it, we're going to read that.
Well, yeah, exactly. Kind of late today. You see the military Roblox stuff? No, I didn't see any of that, honestly. I have to look at it. Is he flexing his investments to some other guy? What? I don't know. Like, it's just weird. Big respect. The virtue signal at war with reality. Use ad hominem when you misrepresent someone's argument. Yeah. And so this is the third tweet that he's made about me. And this is, and by the way, this is the third tweet that he's made about me so far. Okay. so far. So, you know, I'm sure it's going to get worse. I'm sure you're going to get more upset about it. And, you know, like, that's it. How are you so nice to people who insult you constantly? You won't like the answer. Because I regard them with the same level of respect that I look at like a dog.
Dude, in my mind, I was thinking like he sounds like he's about to go like full Viltrumite. I was expecting him like not to say dog, but it sounded like he was going to be like, it's because they're lower. They're just lower people. Why should I care what they have to say?
I don't view them as the same as me. Not even close. So whenever I hear people say this, and this is really the way I feel about it. When I hear people say this about me, I don't ask myself, when a dog barks at me, I don't ask myself what I did wrong. As I said, I told y'all, though Goyim, the word Goyim completed my worldview. It did. It completed my worldview. The moment that I had a word for it, that was it. That was all I needed. That's all I, and
Oh,
now we're locked in. His wife's his wife's a pharmacist. I don't know. Like, who cares? Like, I mean, I don't give a shit.
Who cares?
I don't even know who his wife is. Doesn't matter. And so, gonna be honest, I hear someone talk about a topic, they mention you, it just seems that they're trying to farm interactions. Well, I guess he got it, right? He got what he wanted. So
I don't know. He deleted everything. I don't know. Who knows what this guy really wanted?
there it is. And so, yeah.
I want to check his Twitter, though. I want to see if there's like anything new. Probably not, but we'll check really quick after this.
That's the real reason why I don't treat any of them seriously, or I don't really care about what they say. It's because I don't respect them at all. And whenever I say I don't respect them, it doesn't mean I dislike them. It means that I just don't really care. Like, they could say whatever the hell they want. Doesn't matter to me. It's not going to affect me. It doesn't mean anything. Like, it's just nothing. It's just crying into the void. So that's really that's the actual reason why I don't take it personally, is because I don't regard them as people, really. Like, I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to seem like even more of a sociopath.
It is a little bit crazy, I mean, it's one thing to be like, I don't care about their opinion. Why should I? And like, different to be like, I don't even see them as people. I mean, it's hilarious though. Asmongold's funny, but this is when I go back sometimes. I'm like, how serious is he? Is it dry humor, or is he like actually dead serious? I don't know. On this one, I feel like he's like 80% serious.
Than I already seem. But you want the actual answer. There's the actual answer.
Maybe 100% serious even. I'm like slowly raising, like within the seconds from when I said 80 to now, I'm like 80, 81, 82, 83, 84.
Sure. So that's it. That's nothing. Yeah, exactly. And most people talk without knowing. Yeah. And also, like, I mean, this guy, again, you know, who cares, right? I mean, he's just an idiot. It doesn't matter.
Well, that was funny. That was very funny. That was very amusing. Oh my gosh. That was a fun one.
You
guys all, of course, know the channel, Asmongold TV. Great video. Very entertaining. I think I missed one donation there. Yeah, let me read that. Mtashed deleted the videos to not be farmed. There wasn't. It was all like gotcha stuff though, except for that one video, wasn't it? Let's see. Let's see if there's anything new here. So, nothing new. I don't think so. Tweets and replies. Yeah. He's moving on to his RuneScape arc. That's the RuneScape arc. Excuse me. That's the latest. I think Techone responded to this guy as well, but I'm running out of voice. I'm not used to streaming. Also, the video wasn't really about Techone. I'm curious to I am curious to get Techtone's take because he used to know Mtashed. Like I said, I think they used to be cool. I think what they collabed back in the day. I don't know. Maybe I'll just pull up a random spot really quick. I'm definitely not going to watch an hour of Techone right now, though. We'll probably end this in a second, but I'm like a little bit curious. Let's just watch the intro. Maybe he'll mention his like history with Mtashed.
I see that Mtashed
Let's just check this out momentarily.
has decided to step into the arena of the drama sphere. He's calling out a guy who I admire quite a bit.
By the way, if you guys could let me know about the volume, I'd appreciate it. This one sounds a little bit lower, so if it's got to be raised, let me know.
One of my friends, Asmongold. And, you know, my chat just linked me this, and I see that he's getting completely obliterated right now. 1.6 thousand dislikes. All the comments are on, I'm not going to lie. What Mtashed doesn't realize is that he's in Canada, and defamation lawsuits are actually very easy to do to Canadians because the way that anti-slap doesn't work over there. Feel free to look up Ethan Klein iDubbbz. I don't know what he has said yet about Asmongold. I hope to God that he has not slandered him or defamed him, because that could heavily open him up to a lawsuit. Like, for example, a lot of the things that Americans say about...
I think jumping right into lawsuit discourse is a little bit crazy, a little bit much.
I can't do anything because the way that slander works on public figures, you're just allowed to do it. But if Mtashed were to mimic what other people were saying about me up in Canada, that could potentially open him up to a lawsuit, for example, right? But I have no reason to try to obliterate him. I mean, he has a wife and 3 kids. You know, I have sympathy for the guy. I really do. But let's see what he has to say about Asmongold. He did slander Asmon. Uh-oh.
Not really.
Sorry for young men.
I don't think he did. He didn't slander him at all. He just made a lot of bad points and tried to insult him and failed.
In the world, because I feel like they are genuinely being indoctrinated by some of the worst people possible.
Are we talking about transgenderism? Are we talking about like 10-year-old kids being converted to be and teachers teaching our kids that chopping off their dicks is cool?
Holy smokes, Techie's going like crazy in this intro. I just wanted to see if he was going to mention his history, like what happened. I don't know. Does anyone know what happened? I guess we'll wrap this up in a second.
Or who are we talking about here?
Because I swear they used to be cool. Oh yeah, because that's right. Going back to that, Mtashed said he like publicly disavowed Techone a year ago or something. So I don't know. They got history that fall off and all that.
Genuinely stupid people, because they're successful, because they are popular, because they've got money, and unfortunately, if you speak up...
So he's claiming someone is misogynistic. Okay, great. Okay. So misogynistic people and people who have a fuck ton of money are bad to listen to. All right.
About this stuff, you are woke. You are a cuck. You are a loser. You are jealous.
Okay.
And even earlier today, I dunked on Asmongold for his post. There was a post he said, too many fake jobs were invented to create...
Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's see what Techone has to say about this one.
...artificial parity between men and women in the workforce. So he's automatically arguing...
Oh, also, hold on a second. Yeah, I need to move this. There we go. I mean, I guess that'll... I'll just put it here. Or no, I'll put it here.
Men and women are not equal. We essentially
they're not. But first, a word from today's sponsor. This isn't misogynistic to say that men and women aren't equal.
Yeah,
we all know
exactly.
We're not equal. It's very obvious.
I don't know why people ever try to argue that. It's like if you're talking about rights, that's one thing. And then obviously that's not even the case depending on what country you're in. A lot of countries discriminate against women systematically, so.
Faster, men are, you know, like once again, women are on average smarter. However,
I don't know about that one. I don't know if I believe that one, but.
Men have the chance to have
it's a joke, by the way.
Outliers and have geniuses, whereas women do not have the same average to do that. We're different in a lot of things. Men are better warriors. Women are
Let's go.
Are caretakers. We're obviously not equal. I think that women are better parents. They're better caretakers, whereas men are better providers. Now, here's the thing. just because we're not equal doesn't mean that we're equally important. But no, men and women are not the same. But our values and what we bring to society are equal, as well as we work better when men and women work together.
Made up jobs so that the women could play along and feel better. And then says AI fixes this problem.
I mean,
because
it is the truth. Like, let's just be completely real. Like, do we really want a woman on the front lines in war? No, we don't. Because they're going to get kidnapped. They're going to get... Do we really want women as firefighters? No, they can't carry us. I want to remind you, there was a Californian ad where a woman, as well as a gay person, said, if you got stuck in a fire, that's your own fault. That's not for me to solve. You shouldn't need me to carry you out of a building. Bro, that's your job.
I saw the craziest thing.
You know who I want as a firefighter? A 6'6"
I wouldn't mind if this was burning down right now. I wouldn't mind if Techone was like carrying me out. I think that's the point he's about to make.
black man named Tyrone.
Okay, he went a little bit different direction with that one. A little bit different, but it still applies. It's all good.
Who can carry me and my entire family on his back.
I mean, if he was black, it'd be fine too, though. Either way.
So yes, there are jobs that were made up for women to be a part of, that they just simply aren't as good as men. That's the truth.
It disproportionately is affecting women-led jobs and industry type things.
Now, what I've noticed right here is I have only seen Mtashed slander Asmongold as well as people of his ilk. I have not seen him address the issue yet. So I'm hoping that at any point during this video, he addresses the points that are being made rather than just talking.
Yeah, so that doesn't age well. He doesn't address anything, and he does just talk a lot of nonsense.
However, I've dealt with Mtashed a lot in my past.
Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to hear. Let's see.
We had an issue with another content creator, and rather than address any of my claims or what I was saying, he would frequently misunderstand what I was saying and point out random he would say, oh, ad hominem, or you're straw manning, but he wouldn't ever address anything I was saying, and he would just
So it seems like he hasn't changed on that one.
slander me. So I'm hoping he has grown from that. But the
No.
reason why I doubt that he's grown is that he's not in an environment to do it. The way that I'm living my life, I frequently challenge how I can present myself and the way I can uphold what I want to believe in and defend my views. Mtashed does not have that. He makes guides for gacha games.
Why is that so funny?
That's all he's ever
The way
done.
he said guides. Like, he makes guides for gacha games.
Well, that's not true. Guides for shooters and guides for gacha games. So I'm hoping he has grown, but I highly doubt it because there is no reason for him to do that. And he can go back to saying, this is the best way you can build Klee. I was right about Klee after 6 years. Let's keep going here.
The funny part is he would have been better off if he actually just kept doing that as opposed to this.
Saying that women are replaceable. And then he says, hopefully...
Women are replaceable in the workforce, yes. On average, men replacing women in the physical labor workforce would be a net positive. And hopefully raising the salary of those men so that way they can retire those women, so that way women can take care of the house and take care of the kids while men go and work. And I honestly believe that's how society would work better, is if the men worked and the women took care of the houses.
Well, interestingly enough, it does seem like a lot of women were happier under that sort of system, but I don't know. It's interesting.
Took care of the kids. I think that would just be infinitely better.
After all this is over, women can go back to what they do best, being a mother or being a prostitute.
Okay, now I'll be completely real. This take was...
We've talked about that already. Like I said, that was a bit extreme, but I think he was probably baiting for Twitter or something with that last part. I don't know.
I will say, I do think women are the best, right? Which is being a mother. However, being a prostitute, I don't know about that. I believe AI would be much better as sex partners.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's an interesting response.
Women aren't really that good at sex. I'll be completely real. It's usually
Whoa.
the men who have to do all of the work. So yeah.
What's the implication there? Hold on. Actually, don't hold on. Just move on from that.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, women do prostitute themselves better. You can look at OnlyFans statistics if you want to take offense to this, Mtashed. So
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, Doc.
My opinion.
I don't disagree with that, but we don't need to go down that rabbit
No,
hole.
he said that's what they're best at. He did not say that's what they're only good for. He said that's what they're best at. And I would argue that's very fair based on what women are in what career field making the most money or finding the most success, which, to be honest, are OnlyFans creators and or mothers, right? Women's bring in fulfillment in the house and success to their man. And I'll be real, Sophie Rain is making like $60 million a year on
Oh, God.
Asmongold and meant best in terms of rewards. Mothers having the reward
Holy
bringing life into this
smokes.
world and raising future and prostitutes with virtually no financial ceiling cap they get from OF. Oh, I know that.
I
Absolutely.
really skipped
totally
at a bad place. Oh, my
Type of
gosh.
comment from Asmongold is embarrassing, and to accept that as the truth is embarrassing. And not enough
I mean,
people.
to be fair, women are very good, statistically, mothers and prostitutes. That
He's
is
still
what
talking
they're
about the
best
tweet.
at. If that's not what they're best at, then say what they're the best at. But in my opinion, sit there with your parents, your divorced parents, while they're dying in your home, while you're the only one who can take care of them.
Okay.
And
I'm not
they're-
gonna lie. Part of me is finding this very funny, and I want to keep watching it. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't know how much I could keep talking, but this is funny, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another show and we'll like react to this one instead, or not instead, but I like. Excuse me. I definitely need some water first. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Let me sip this water first, real quick. Okay. So yeah. I do want to show you guys one thing if I can find it really quick. This was no, actually no, maybe I probably shouldn't show that actually. But I do have a list of videos I wanna watch. We'll do another show and watch some more stuff. Maybe we'll watch this one. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I already watched Mtashed's video now. But this is funny. Techone is funny. So I wouldn't mind watching this more. But yeah, not right now though. I'm running out of energy. I'm running out of what's it called, voice. That's obviously not the way of putting it. But I'm running out of like my speaking ability here. So I'm gonna wrap it up. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'm still getting used to streaming, but I think this was a good show actually. The first one we had some technical difficulties. This one seems like everything worked out. Very happy with this show. I think it was good. Turnout was great. Thank you guys very much. And I'm gonna try to be live at least multiple times a week. So that'll be good. Maybe we'll watch this full video on the next show. If not, I have a lot of other videos I want to watch related to gaming and whatnot, stuff in the industry, you know, sort of stuff we always talk about on the channel. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap. Wait. I missed the rant that Techone goes on, and it's raw, not funny. Oh, well, when's the rant? If you know the timestamp by any chance, maybe we'll skip to that really quick. Noon, highly, yeah, you know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. How do you, dude? I'm like way too far away from my screen. What does that say? Highly Una. There we go. Oh, and thank you, Cornbread, for stopping by. Our resident moderator. I think. Wait, is he still the last time I was on YouTube live stream, aside from the other day, the moderation symbol was still a wrench, not a shield. It threw me off. Let's see. Okay, I don't think we have the timestamp. So that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow or the next day, and we'll watch this one. We'll do a different show because this was funny. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Great turnout. Hope you enjoyed. Good stuff. Fun stuff. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll be back at it tomorrow with videos. We'll see about the stream. Stream maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. Figure it out. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you all very much. Now I just got to remember how to actually end this in the stream here. How do I do that again? Oh, yes. I think I found it. Alrighty, guys. Catch you later. Have a good one.